am the Hood Spiritual Being, and if this is your first time stumbling across my YouTube channel, hello, welcome. I am happy to have you. I hope that you consider sticking around, liking the video, and that you subscribe to the channel, okay? So this series this month is all about tarot therapy or tarot counseling, okay? Full disclaimer, I am not a therapist, I am not a psychologist. I do have extensive background in counseling services, and I would like to use my knowledge in counseling and mix it with my tarot, okay? So this is meant to give you clarity, truth, and a little bit of resourceful information. If you find that you need to speak to a mental health care professional, I have a few links for you in the description box to help you out with that, because again, I am a spiritual counselor here to do spiritual services, okay? Now, in front of you, there are 4 cards, okay? And today's topic is going to be, hang on, I wrote it down. What are the things or people in your life that are causing problems for you? So if you were to go to therapy, that's a very typical question that they ask, and so I decided to adopt that and make it fit into tarot therapy, okay? So what people or things are causing stress for you in your life, okay? So pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, or pile number 4. Take a moment, look these cards over, and I will see you all in your pile. Oh, and you can check the description box to take you straight to that pile, okay? See you there. And hey there, pile number 1. This will be your reading in this month's series. I have created a tarot therapy or tarot counseling series this month just to help us put some things in perspective, okay? I am not a therapist or a psychologist or anything of that nature. I do have extensive background in counseling services though, and this is just a fun way for me to mix in a little bit of my knowledge with tarot, which is what I love to do, and provide you all with some information that I hope is helpful and resourceful. If you find that you need support in any way, please consider getting a mental health care professional, and I will link some resources for you in the description box, okay? So pile number 1, I started with today's topic is, what are the things or people in your life that are causing problems for you, okay? So if you were to go to therapy, that is a common question that they usually ask. What do you feel are the things or people that are causing problems for you? So I asked the tarot, and this is what we got. We have the Temperance card, the Star card, and the Queen of Swords, okay? So what I'm getting from this intuitively, hang on, I need to find my clarification deck. I thought I grabbed it, but I didn't. Hang on one second. Oh, here we go. Okay, because we're going to use this in today's reading as well. But what I gather from this intuitively is that you are a very multi-passionate person. You may have a lot of interest, a lot of gifts and talents. So I'm getting like you are able to sing, dance, act, write, produce. You could be a singer and a songwriter and a rapper. You could have gifts in painting and illustration in different mediums. You may be able to do your own hair, makeup, nails, design your own clothes. I get that there are a lot of things that you are able to do, and it's a part of your art here. But what's sticking out strong to me, because if you look at this card, we got the Temperance card literally says art, and then the Queen of Swords card, which is the painter. So this is showing me that you have a strong interest in like art, specifically art, visual art of that nature, okay? But what I'm seeing with this is that the star speaks of inspiration. So I get that you're inspired by a lot of things, and you might see something, but oh, I want to try that, okay? And with the Queen of Swords here, this is showing me that you have a lot of thoughts. So this is also picking up the fact that on top of having all of these skills and gifts, you're incredibly intelligent, meaning you know a lot of information. I'm hearing the phrase walking encyclopedia. So you are incredibly smart. Okay, so the question, to answer the question was, what are the things or people in your life that are causing problems for you? So I get what's causing problems for you is you, in the sense that you don't know which thing to do first. There are a lot of things pulling at your attention and a lot of things that you are gifted at. So it's causing you a bit of confusion, because you know that you are talented, you know that you are skilled, and you are doing a lot of different things. And so there may be a lot that it could be what's causing you some stress, because the Queen of Swords or Swords energy is a lot has to do with the mind. It has to do with mental communication, and it has to do with mental health. So what I'm getting is that you have a lot of inspiration and ideas, and so much that it's frustrating you. Okay. Or the case could be that you know that you're gifted and you aren't sure which to do first. And so you have analysis paralysis, where you go over all the choices over and over and over, trying to pick one, but you keep analyzing them instead of doing. So it could go either you're doing too much of all of these things, or it could be that you're thinking about doing them and haven't started doing them. So take it how it resonates for you. But now let's clarify. Spirit, clarify this art card. Okay, art. We got dishonest. So with the Temperance here, with art being dishonest, I get that you want to stay true to yourself, and you feel as though choosing one form or one thing, because it's like you want to do all of it. I get with this dishonest, you feel like if you choose one path, that you're not honoring yourself, you're not honoring your creativity. Okay, and what's coming through, I'm being channeled to say, is that Spirit isn't saying that you can't do all of these things, but Spirit is wanting you to like pick one, okay, for now. But that doesn't mean that you won't be able to do all of them. Hold on, I'm not going to count that because I didn't ask the question. Clarify our star card, Spirit. Clarify. Oh, hang on. 2 came out. We got resurrection. Okay, that's interesting. And disingenuous. Okay, so the star card speaks of being inspiration, and so I'm picking up like this must be your thought, that you aren't honoring yourself, that you're worried of becoming disingenuous or not being true to yourself. With the resurrection card, I'm reading this as you want to come back, you want to make a statement, but not really sure in which way to do so here. With the disingenuous card, you want to make sure that you are honoring your authenticity, but maybe you feel like by either quitting, okay, that could be it. Maybe you like to do all of these things and you feel as though putting one thing down makes you feel like a quitter, makes you feel like you're not honoring your path, you're not honoring your creativity. Okay, clarify the Queen of Swords for us. Spirit, clarify the Queen of Swords. Anything? Clarify our Queen of Swords. What is this about? Okay, we got honest. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is coming up as honest and negative. So interesting. So it's showing me that the Queen of Swords, you have conflicting thoughts. Some of them are negative thoughts, some of them are honest thoughts. Okay, so what I'm getting, like, you're in your own way and you can't make a decision just yet. You feel like by doing one thing, you're being dishonest to your true creative nature and not being authentic because you're choosing to do one thing. But by you doing all of them at once, it's like negative or counterproductive because it's too many hats spinning. So I get that for this question, like, what are the things causing you problems in your life? Just trying to figure out which one you're going to start with first. So I get that this is a you thing. It's your creativity that's causing you a problem at this current moment because you're not sure which one to start with, where to go with it. But let's keep going. The next question that I asked was, what do you need to know about the situation? So in response to the what do you need to know about the situation, we got the Wheel of Fortune. And this is a good sign because I read this as Spirit is saying anything you choose, like the Wheel of Fortune is just that you will get a fortune. Doors will open up for you with anyone that you choose. So whether you choose to do dance, whether you choose to do art, whether you choose to do theater, whether you choose to sing, whichever one you start with will bring you good fortune. And with this good fortune, I'm hearing like it will bring you the opportunity to showcase all of your talents, because I'm thinking of like Beyonce, right? I'm getting Beyonce vibes. Like, she's an incredible performer, singer, she's beautiful, and if you watch her work, she does a lot of things. She produces, so she creates like the scenario of how she wants her video to be laid out. She does the dance, she writes the songs. So I feel like Spirit is saying either way it goes, you'll be able to showcase all of your talents, okay? And I think maybe like if you were trying to stick to a niche, because I get like maybe you're on social media and you were trying to stick to a niche, like, oh, I'm only going to do art, but then let's say the art wasn't popping off like that, and then you switched over to do music, but then the music wasn't popping off like that, and then you switched your niche to clothes, and then the clothes wasn't popping off like that. What I'm getting is like stopping and starting isn't bringing you the results that you want, and Spirit is asking you to just pick one for now and know that the platform will be set up for you to introduce all of your talents, okay? So maybe you do singing, right? You do music, and you start with just doing music, and as you get deeper into music, then you share your art. And you can share your art by, if you do a video, you can design some cool stuff that will showcase your art and talent, and you tie it in there together. But I feel like first Spirit is saying like, don't worry, because you feel like this energy, like you choosing one over the other is not honoring all of your talents and passion. And Spirit is just saying, just pick one for now and build on it, because that will then build and you will be able to showcase more of your talents through this one avenue at first, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like Spirit is saying you can pick either one, because again, you're very talented. So I would say go with the one that you're the most passionate with. And I can't deny, like, we got this art card, and then we got this lady here painting. So from the cards, it looks like art is your preferred or your favorite medium. Spirit is saying then go with that one and watch what you'll be able to do with that, okay? You'll be able to build on it and show off your other talents and skills. All right, so the next question I asked was the projected outcome. What was the projected outcome based on this situation? And we got the Five of Cups. Now the Five of Cups speaks of disappointment, and I picked up on this energy like you will feel disappointed, or you may feel disappointed by choosing just one. I get that that's not what you want to hear, but Spirit is saying that it's better for you. And no, that's why Spirit's like showing you, like with the Wheel of Fortune, like don't worry, this one thing that you pick at this time is going to open the door for you and set up the stage for you to showcase all of your other talents, but you got to pick one just now. And with this Five of Cups, I feel like the projected outcome in Spirit saying you may feel sad about that. You may have some, feel some type of way about it because you feel like you're not honoring all the creativity you have. But Spirit is saying like, don't worry, you will be able to in the future. Like, first get started on one, and in the future you'll be able to bring out the art, bring out the dance, bring out the clothes that you design, like especially if you do like singing, because then think of your first video shoot. You can design your own clothes, you can design some art to have featured while you're singing. You wrote the song, so that's putting out your poetry. So it's like you'll be able to tie it together soon. So Spirit is saying you may feel disappointed, but Spirit is saying don't be, okay? Don't be disappointed, because you're still going to be able to showcase all of your things. Right now you're in analysis paralysis, like what do I do? Or you're starting stuff and not seeing the results, and then you're getting sad about it, and so it's causing you not to move, it's causing you to be inactive, and Spirit just wants you to get started, okay? So the next question I asked was what is the best decision you can make right now? So based on what we've heard, what is the best decision you can make right now? We got the Judgment card here. So Spirit is basically saying the choice is yours. It's up to you to choose, but I am feeling like Spirit wants you to narrow it down to one thing for now, so that you can start it, finish it, get the what do you call it, the traffic buzz, and then be able to showcase everything else. Okay? And I get it, like, you're a multi-passionate person and you have the ability to do all of these things, and sometimes you just want to get it all out the way. But Spirit is saying this one's gonna be a slow burner. Okay? And so with the Judgment card here, Spirit is saying the choice is yours. But I do see the art card here and the painter card here. So I feel like your interest is mostly in visual arts of some sort. So I would say start there. Okay? But again, the choice is up to you, as long as you pick one thing and go forward. And also Spirit is saying, like, understand that when you start something, like you planting a seed, it doesn't grow overnight. Okay? So you cannot expect the level of fame in something in a few short weeks. Like, you have to plant the seed and pour into it. And that's why Spirit is asking you to choose one thing, because it's hard to pour into multiple things at once. Pour into one thing, give it your attention, give it your all, and then when that starts to sprout and grow fruit, then you showcase onto everything else. Okay? So I feel like what was causing you some stress is just your creativity is got you all over the place, got you racking your mind, and I hope this helped. Okay? So the last card is going to be spiritual advice from Spirit. We got staff, and it says foundation. And what I was getting with this is that Spirit wants you to get a firm foundation in whatever avenue you choose. Get a firm foundation, and Spirit is pretty much saying, like, I promise, once you get a firm foundation in whichever creative endeavor you choose, then you will be able to showcase your talents, all of your beautiful talents. Okay? And that's not to say that you're not honoring yourself, but Spirit wants you to, the thing is to work smarter, not harder. And you trying to do all 10, 12 things separate, and you know, it's causing you to slow up. So Spirit wants you to work excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Spirit wants you to work smarter, not harder. Okay? So pile number 1, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. Please let me know what you think of this series and what you got from this video in the comment section, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Hey there, pile number 2. This will be your reading in this month's series. This month's series is tarot therapy or tarot counseling. I am not a therapist. I am not a psychologist. I just have extensive background in counseling services, and I wanted to combine them with tarot in order to provide you with some clarity in a helpful and resourceful way. If you find that you need to speak with a mental health care professional, I do have some support links in the description box to help you sort out some things. Okay? So starting today, today's topic is going to be, what are the things or people in your life that are causing problems for you? This is a very common question. If you go into any type of therapy services, they usually ask that. So I went ahead and asked the tarot, and this is what I got for you, pile number 2. We got the Ace of Wands, the Dancer, which is the Princess of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. So intuitively, what I'm picking up is that you are a very fiery person, a passionate person, and you're afraid to show that side of yourself. You're afraid to go after your dreams is what I'm reading this as. Now maybe you are a dancer, and I'm getting more of like a passion dancer, if you know what I mean, but you're afraid to show your true side. Maybe you are in an environment where being that free with your body is going to cause, you know, talk or negativity to come your way. But what I'm getting is that you're afraid to show your true self, whatever this may be. Because there's a dancer on here, I feel like some of you may want to be dancers, but if not a dancer, it's just like being in the spotlight of some sort in a very creative and authentic way that's different from those around you or the peer group that you're in. That would be very strange or different for you from anybody else in the peer group. So I get like you may be holding yourself back. Okay, so to answer the question, like, what are the things or people in your life that are causing problems for you. It could be that the people around you, it could be family, close friends, peers, that you fear their judgment if you were to really express what you really want to do and how you really want to be seen, or what your desired career is. People may look at you funny. So it could be the people around you, but it could be yourself as well, holding yourself back because you fear of being rejected by your peers or family. Okay, so I'm going to clarify. I'm going to use our clarification oracle deck. Please, Spirit, clarify this Ace of Wands for my pile number 2. Who or what is causing problems in their life? We got charming. Okay, so this is what I'm picking up. Like, you're a very, it's like, this is really like, this is your energy. Like, you're a very charming person. You're a very fiery person, passionate, and you're holding yourself back here. Clarify the Princess of Wands. Look, we got neighborhood and community member. So the people, hold on, let me grab some water. My voice is going in and out today. Okay. Thank you. But we got neighborhood / community member. So you could be afraid of being isolated or ostracized from your community. This could be a religious community or a family unit of some sort, which is holding you back here with this Princess of Wands. Like, whatever your desired career is, I get like it's unorthodox. It's not your traditional 9 to 5, and so you're worried of what others may think of you, what they might say if they knew, or if they were to find out. I'm hearing like you feel the need to conform, but you're a non-conformist. So like you're battling yourself here. Clarifying our 4 of Pentacles, we have aunt and uncle. So this is definitely confirming for me that the people that are causing problems in your life, you fear, are your family members specifically, or people in your unit. You fear what they may judge or isolate you. Okay, so that is what is coming out for you. But what I'm being channeled in to say, my love, is that if this fire is in you, because look, that desire for you to do whatever creative expression it is, it's in you, and you're being called to do that. Because look, this 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles usually represents like a stingy energy. You're being stingy to yourself. You're denying that part of yourself to be seen, and that's not fair to you. That's not fair to your goals. That's not fair to what you really want to do. So like, you may have to let go of what others may think of you, or what they may say, because listen, they was gonna say that anyway. I know we like to think like, oh, if I like people who talk trash, they was already talking trash in the first place. Okay, and so that's a hard pill to swallow, but I'm saying this with empathy, love, and compassion, because it's one of those things that you will learn as you do more. But the thing is, people was already talking anyway. These family members, this neighborhood or community, they were already talking anyway. It don't really matter what you do. If somebody starts to talk negatively about you, they already felt that. You know what I'm saying? They were already doing that. So it's one of those things, like, you gotta rip the band-aid off. And I say that with love, okay, with empathy, because I know it's not easy, because especially when you fear being isolated from your family, or you fear being rejected by them. But you gotta do what's best for you. And it looks like you have a deep desire to be authentic, and you can't be authentic in this community around you. Okay, so the next question that I asked was, what do you need to know about this situation? Okay, and the card that came out was the 5 of Pentacles, worry. And if you look at it, this person's in a hospital bed. So I feel like this situation is going to cause you stress, severe stress, because you're literally suppressing a part of yourself. And the longer you do that, like, your body, like your energy goes all over the place, and it causes you stress because you're not living authentically. You're not being truthful to yourself, and energetically your system goes up and down, and it causes you to get stressed. So Spirit wants you to know, by by like hiding this part of yourself, not being honest with yourself, is causing you internal and mental stress, mental worry. That's not good for your health, okay? So the next thing I asked was, what is the projected outcome? So if you stay on this path, like what is the projected outcome for you regarding this situation? We got the 6 of Cups, and it says pleasure. So what I'm getting with this is that Spirit is trying to show you the projected outcome of following this passion, this desire that you have to do, to perform or to be seen, or whatever the case may be. It will bring you deep emotional fulfillment. The 6 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. 6 of Cups, it will bring you joy. Now on the card it says pleasure, but that may be the case depending on what kind of dancer you want to be and how you want to be seen. That's your business. But what I'm saying is like the 6 of Cups is internal joy, deep emotional fulfillment. So Spirit is saying what's on the other side of this, you'll be happy. You'll be happy. So you got worry on one side and you got joy on the other. So it's up to you to decide which one of those paths suits you. Covering up who you are and what you want to do, trying to conform, will cause you worry. If you step out and be this bright person that you are and do what it is that you're being called to do and live authentically, it will bring you joy and deep emotional fulfillment. Okay? So the last question that I asked was, what is the best decision you can make at this point in time? What's the best decision you can make right now? And we got the Knight of Swords, and it says the Game Master. So what I'm reading this as is like, if you see this person is playing chess. And I'm kind of getting this vibe for two things. For some of you who feel like you have to conform, maybe you can do both. Because I'm kind of getting this energy like Spirit is saying, play the game. So you can work your 9 to 5 in the AM or in the afternoon, and then in the evening do what it is that you're being called to do. So I feel like Spirit is saying do both. And then when you get to a place where you feel comfortable, doing your after work job full time, then you can let go of the 9 to 5. It's like an exit strategy. But what Spirit is definitely saying for sure is to incorporate a little bit of what you want to do now, because it's got you stressed. Like suppressing it's got you stressed and anxious and worried because you aren't being honest with yourself. So Spirit is saying like play both sides, play the game. Go work your 9 to 5, keep your day job, and if it's something that you want to do at night or when you're not at the day job, do both. But Spirit is saying like to act like you don't want to do that other thing at all is causing you stress and worry. Okay, so I'm picking up that Spirit wants you to do both for now. Like at least start, so that way you can honor it. All right, so that way it's not being suppressed where you're like, man, I never get to, let's go with what we see on this card here, I never get to dance. That's going to make you sad. But if you keep your job and you dance a little bit on the weekends, you're honoring both sides of yourself. Okay, whatever the case may be. I said dance because that's what the card says, but it doesn't have to be dance for you. It could be art, it could be writing, screenwriting, illustrating, painting, doing hair, whatever it is, whatever your passion is. Okay, so next we are going to move into the advice from Spirit, and your card is Conch Shell, and it says calling. And what I'm getting from this is that Spirit wants you to do what you're being called to do. It literally says calling underneath. And so whatever that is, Spirit is saying you can do it. It doesn't have to be like your main thing right away. You can work your way up to that, but at least starting it. Like what if you just, going back with this example of dance, what if you dance an hour a day at home? Or what can you do now, like to honor that part of yourself that is being called to do this thing? Okay, so Spirit really wants you to follow that internal drive, like that passion, that creative strike. Follow it, and you deserve to. Okay, so honor that. All right, so pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this series so far, especially in this video. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Hey there, pile number 3. This is your reading in the Tarot Therapy, Tarot Counseling series. Today's topic is going to be, what are the things or people in your life that are currently causing problems for you? Okay, so that's a typical question. Before we get started, the whole point of this series is to introduce you to some counseling services. I am not a therapist. I am not your therapist. I have extensive background in counseling services, and I wanted to combine my knowledge with my love of tarot to offer you some clarity and some resources for you. Okay, if you find that you do need to speak to a mental health care professional, I have provided some links for you in the description box to help you out with that. Okay, so pile number 3. What I intuitively picked up already, because the first question was, what are some things or people that are causing problems for you? I picked up that a karmic is causing you problems in your relationship, because look at this. We got the 2 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups, literally it says love, speaks of a divine connection, of like a very strong connection with you and a person. This is usually associated as the soulmate card, but the soulmate is someone, I don't really like to say soulmate, because sometimes we can cling to people who are actually not soulmates. They're just very karmic or dysfunctional, toxic people, and sometimes putting a label on it makes you think that it's okay. So I'm hesitant to use this word, but in this case, I feel as though the person you have met or are with or trying to get with, this connection is mature, it's stable, it's honest. The person is like equal partnership. This person makes you feel safe. There isn't dysfunction in the connection or any petty energy like that. So I get that this person is a safe person. However, pile 3, this card here, the Page of Swords or the Prince of Swords in this deck, we know the Page of Swords to be like a lurker energy, someone who is spying, someone who is in your business. On the card it says the hacker. This is what led me to think that the person that's causing you problems is either your ex or the person that you're seeing or dating, their ex. It's a karmic person. So I get this person is doing the most. I'm picking up gang stalking energy, trying to humiliate you, trying to get people to rally up against you. I'm getting a lot of dysfunctional energy, and this person seems to have a lot of time on their hands. So they're making fake accounts, trying to see what you and this person are up to. So this could be your ex, or this could be their the person that you're seeing ex, and this person is causing a lot of drama, or trying to cause a lot of drama in the relationship. Next we have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant speaks of a deep connection, a spiritual, because if you look, this is a pastor on here, so it speaks of like a spiritual knowledge, a high level of spiritual knowledge. This could also represent marriage, but for me this is showing up, this is the person that you're currently with. This connection is highly spiritual, and it's a positive connection, meaning that, again, we spoke on that a little bit, the person that you're seeing is emotionally mature, stable, healthy, honest, and it's completely different from your ex. Okay, so I'm getting that this is a high level commitment here that you and this person are trying to enter, but it seems like there's some interference coming through here. Okay, so let me clarify some more, but I'm picking up that is, so it's like your love life is currently causing you stress or drama, and I don't think it's you or your partner. I think you all are dealing with karmics from your past who can't let go, who won't let go, who are obsessive. And so that energy is currently, like, I get like it's annoying you, like you're annoyed, and it's causing you to say like, do I even want to be with this person, because I don't got time to deal with this petty exes. Like, I'm so over it is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's clarify. Talk to me. What can we know about this love, about this too? Okay, we got negative, right? So I feel like negative is picking up on that karmic energy. What else can we know? Okay, next we got past lover or partner. See, I said it was an ex. See, this is just confirming. So you got a negative past partner, either you or your person that you're currently seeing. This is y'all exes. And it could be both of y'all, you know. And we got calming. And I feel like calming, that's the connection that you're in with you and your person over the spiritual card. Your connection with this person is very calming, very helpful. Again, I get nurturing, trustworthy, functional, healthy, and there's no drama. It's just like a relationship that's equal give and take. But you got people from the past clarifying this, the hacker. You got a past lover, which is a karmic, in the background trying to send you all negative energy. Okay, so that is what is being clarified, who is currently causing you some problems. Now we know. All right, so the next question I asked was, what do you need to know about this situation? So what do you need to know about this? We got the Fool card. Okay, and look at this dove. I keep saying that your connection with this person is very spiritual, very positive, and we got like a dove here, which is like usually a symbol of peace. And we have the Fool card. So Spirit is coming in to say, like, although these karmics or these exes are working on your nerve, because I'm hearing like I was really about to say something else, like this is getting on my nerves, but I feel like Spirit is saying keep going, keep falling in love with this person that you're with, keep going, keep on the journey. It's spiritual, it's good for you, it's healthy for you. And I'm hearing like Spirit is going to handle the rest here. Hold on. Spirit is going to address those karmics, but Spirit is telling you for the sake of relationship, because I almost feel like you're like, I don't even want to be in this relationship no more if I got to deal with this. So Spirit is trying to encourage you, tell you to keep going. Okay, stay on this path with this person, even though these exes are annoying, because I feel like Spirit is going to deal with them. So we'll keep going. All right, because the next question I asked is, what is the projected outcome? The projected outcome is the Six of Pentacles, and it says success. So this is what I'm saying. Spirit is telling you that this connection is for you, and that your connection will be just fine, and your relationship with this person will be successful. And so this gives me the vibe that Spirit is going to work on those karmics separately, to where they don't have the energy or the time to be worried about you or them or your person. Okay, like Spirit is going to deal with them. But as far as your connection with this person, Spirit is saying it's going to be successful, it's going to be just fine. Okay, keep going, keep loving, because this is a deep connection. Spirit sent this person to you. You all were meant to be together. You're meant to heal together, grow together, exchange, equal partnership. Okay, it's what you've asked for, and it's what your partner asked for. Okay, the next question I asked was, what is the best decision you can make right now? What is the best decision you can make right now? And the best decision we said it got the Ten of Pentacles. So basically Spirit is saying stay on this course. You got the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So what does it show me? That your connection is going to be very fulfilling, not only emotionally but financially. You're going to grow with this person and stay on path. So the outcome, Spirit is saying you will be wealthy in healthy love, wealthy in prosperity, wealthy in a genuine connection. So the outcome, or what the best thing you can do right now is, like, I'm hearing like stay invested, because we had the Six of Pentacles. And if you look at the Six of Pentacles, this person is giving this person who's shining their shoe money. So I feel like Spirit is just saying continue to stay invested in this connection, in that this Six of Pentacles will grow into a Ten of Pentacles, which the Ten of Pentacles is prosperity, family, happiness, longevity, legacy, financial freedom, happiness, and all of those great things. So Spirit is saying stay the course and don't worry about this Page of Swords or this past lover or partner. I feel like there's going to be a tower moment in their life, in your ex life or in your partner's ex life, that's going to make them unable to pay you all any attention. Okay, so Spirit is saying basically, I'm hearing don't worry, I'm going to handle them. You two just keep on loving each other and working on this relationship. Okay, so next I'm going to get spiritual advice. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this. We got Vision Quest, and it says seek. Okay, and with Vision Quest, I feel like you and your partner right now are meant to grow spiritually together. So like with the Vision Quest, I see that as you and your partner learning more about each other, getting deeper in the connection, and learning and growing together in life. So keep on your quest with this person and just release your ex. Like spirit is going to handle this karmic, because I'm hearing karmic, and I get this. I've been in a situation before where karmics just can't let you go. Even if you're not interested in them, they just can't let you go. Sometimes they become obsessive, but spirit is saying stay focused on you and your partner's path. Don't let this drama get to you, okay? Or don't let it scare you, or be like, oh, I don't want to be in this connection, okay? Like, you gotta let spirit do its thing. All right, so pile number 3, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know what you thought about the reading today or the series in general. I love to hear your feedback. I love to read your comments. It makes me happy, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Hey there, pile number 4. This is your reading in this month's series of tarot counseling, tarot therapy. I am not your therapist. I am not a therapist, but I do have extensive background knowledge in counseling services, and so this was a fun way for me to combine my knowledge with tarot, which is what I love to do. If you find that you do need to speak to a mental health care professional, I have provided some resources for you in the description box. Again, I am not your therapist. I am not a therapist. I am here just to share my knowledge and my information. Today's topic is, what are the things or people in your life that are causing problems for you? Now, if you were to go to therapy, that's a very typical question that they ask. So I asked the tarot cards, and this is what came out for you. Pile number 4. We got the Emperor, the Queen of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles. Now, what I picked, I want to show you the cards a little closer so I can tell you what I intuitively picked up on. These are the cards, and I'm reading this as this is definitely work. And it was kind of funny because the 3 of Pentacles says works, but I picked up intuitively like who is causing problems for you. A boss. It could be co-workers, but I'm getting like a boss and supervisor, or a supervisor and manager type. And it could be a peer of your co-workers at work, but this is reading for me like definitely as a work situation. Like I'm getting toxic work vibes, okay? And it may be just like one supervisor, or it could be like a team, like everybody's in on it, and you got the manager, the supervisor, your peers, your co-workers all collaborating to work against you or to make your job, make you feel miserable. And so if you resonate with this pile number 4, and my heart goes out to you, because toxic work environments are ridiculous, and I'm so sorry that you're going through this. All right, so let's do some clarification. I picked up intuitively to that question, who or what is causing you, or it could be your job. And again, I'm picking up like the environment at your job is not healthy, it's toxic, and it's draining you or causing you to, like, you feel the need. I'm hearing like micromanage. You're being micromanaged, and so you feel like your anxiety is up because you always have to prove yourself or back stuff up, because you feel people plotting on you. Okay, so let's clarify, Spirit. What can we know? Clarify our Emperor. What do we know about pile number 4? Who or what is causing them problems currently? Who or what? All right, we got a flipper. We got positive. And what's coming through is like, I get that you're a positive person, and like, okay, I'm gonna sound cliche, but I feel like you have a light in you. You're either a very nice person, full of like empathy and compassion and gentle, and everybody around you is kind of like negative Nancy's. I'm thinking of your SpongeBob SquarePants, bright, happy, and everybody around you is like Squidward, kind of stuck in a rut, kind of depressive. negative people to be around, always has something to say. And so I get that it's something about you that they don't like, and you annoy them. So it's like they may try to get rid of you or be plotting against you, maybe because you're younger, or you have different perspectives, or you have different viewpoints, but you are upsetting people in your job by just being you. Okay, so let's see, what else can we know? All right, clarifying our Queen of Wands. We got, how do you feel? So I feel like Spirit is asking, like, you've been questioning, like, should I stay at this job or not? Like, I don't know if this is worth it. So Spirit is just bringing that against you, because this is clarifying this public defender. And so I feel like at work you feel the need to, like, you might get panic attacks because your boss is always micromanaging you, and so it's like you feel like you have to be perfect, and you feel like you have to defend everything that you do. So Spirit is asking, like, how do you feel? Is it causing you stress? Because I feel like Spirit is kind of pushing you towards, like, asking you to decide, like, do you really want to spend your energy in a place? Because think about it, when you work somewhere, you work 40 hours a week, and we think that doesn't matter because we say, oh, I just go to work and then I come home. But energetically, you are sitting in an office, or you're sitting wherever your job is. You're sitting there 8 hours a day, and you're absorbing negative energy. If your coworkers are miserable and unhappy and rude, you're picking up on that. So you're absorbing other people's energy for 8 hours a day, and then when you go home, you feel negative, you feel down, you feel so down, or like you gotta drink something or smoke something because the work was just so rough. It's because you're picking up on everyone's energy. Okay, so that does impact you. It does cause you emotional stress, it causes you physical stress and mental stress. So I feel like Spirit is asking, like, how do you feel? How does this job make you feel? Do you really want to spend all your hours here like this? Like, Spirit is kind of calling you out, asking you to reflect. Okay, clarify this Three of Pentacles. Okay, we got divine masculine or feminine, and I feel like this is what Spirit, you got positive and divine masculine or feminine. So Spirit is saying you have a bright spirit, and honestly that job literally could be sucking your good energy, because like, here's the thing, energy works like whatever is the more dominant energy is what takes over. So if you are the only one who is positive and all of your coworkers are negative Nancy's or Squidwards, then you slowly accumulate to whatever that energy is. It's not on purpose, that's just how energy works. Whatever is the strongest energy is what you start to absorb. So it's like you're the only positive one here, and that's what you're picking up on. So Spirit is just saying you have a very high spirit, you're very compassionate, very loving, but unfortunately at your job right now, you're the only one like that. There's not too many of you. There's not too many SpongeBobs like you. And so by default, you're being drained into this more of a negative mindset when that's not really you. Okay, so Spirit is saying that is what is causing you current stress at this time, or causing you problems. Okay, so the next question I got asked was, what do you need to know about this situation? What do you need to know about this situation? And the response we got was the Sun. And I feel like this is two things. One, I just like this card came out and said divine masculine and feminine, and the Sun. So Spirit is saying this is you. You are this happy, like, look at this child here, just happy and running. Spirit is saying this is you. You are the sun. You have a very bright aura. You're full of love, full of compassion, and you're too bright for this place is what I'm hearing. Like, you're too bright for this environment. But also with the Sun, Spirit is saying a positive outcome is going to take place. Whatever, like a positive change is coming, whether that be you change your job, or this boss and manager, or the leadership changes. A positive turn is coming, however it may be. But it could be like maybe the leadership change, and once the leadership change, it's more people are, like certain people are let go. New executive members come in and they make better policies, and the work environment starts to become a happier place. Or this could be you might take your happy-go-lucky self somewhere else because this job is draining you. All right, so the next question was the projected outcome. What is the projected outcome? So the projected outcome is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man speaks of change, of changing the perspective. So this leads me to say that maybe the administration, the executive of whatever your job is, maybe they have a change of perspective and they change a few policies. They start to do more things for their workers, that build up, the morale in the office, where people are feeling happier about their jobs. They're not as miserable. Maybe you all, that could be anything. Like you all get a higher raise and people feel better because they're getting paid more. Or the perspective may be for you, and you might have a change of perspective and you might decide, you know what, I don't need this job, I'm gonna go somewhere else. So I'm getting, like, for some of you it could be a leadership change, and for some of you, if you've been questioning, like, do I want to work here, that's why this card, how do you feel, this could be your confirmation. Like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and put my 2 weeks in because this job is sucking me dry. Okay, just make sure if you do that you have an exit plan, that you aren't just moving on with no job. Take it from experience, because I went through a very toxic work environment experience, and I quit my job with no plan because I was so miserable. Like, my mental health was in the trash. I started to get physically ill because I was so stressed. It was toxic. When I say toxic, I mean toxic. They didn't pay us on time. They would send you on a conference, not pay for your room, and make you pay for the room. It was so many, like, toxic experiences that I have associated with that job that it literally sucked me dry. So I resonate with this pile a lot because I have, like, this SpongeBob energy, and I was in an environment where I was literally the only one. So I made that decision for myself. Like, I will go work at the drugstore, I will go work at the grocery store, I will go work anywhere else. I don't care about having this big girl job. I don't care. I'll go work anywhere else because y'all not about to suck my soul. Okay, so again, I would advise against that because it was difficult for me to find outside employment after that. But I landed on my feet. But if you could secure something first before deciding to quit your job, that would be great. It still can be done, but you don't want to put that unnecessary stress on yourself. Okay, my love, take it from somebody who did it. That's the one regret. I love that I quit my job, but I did not have a backup plan. So make sure you got a backup plan before doing so. Okay. So the next question I asked is, what is the best, I wrote it down. What is the best decision you can make right now? What is the best decision you can make right now? And we got the 7 of Wands, and it says Valor. And if you look at this, it kind of looked like a protest, don't it? Or an employee strike or something. That's how I'm reading it. So Spirit is saying you can defend yourself. You can stand up for yourself. If you feel like your work environment is toxic, like in my case, when they didn't pay for the room and they asked me to pay for it, I stood up for myself and I said, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to pay for my own room because somebody on the payroll forgot to pay. That's not my job. So I feel like, speak up. If you are experiencing stuff like this, this is Spirit saying speak up for yourself. Call people out if something is not right and somebody trying to play you or take advantage of you or exploit your energy. Speak up for yourself. Okay, some of you all might speak up for yourself, and I did get that vibe that, like, leadership will change. So maybe by you speaking up for yourself, filing a formal complaint, taking it up with HR, that will lead to leadership roles being changed and then the morale improving. Or you could stand up for yourself by leaving, because that's another way. That's what I did. I was just like, I'm not doing this, and I just quit. Okay, so however you stand up for yourself, Spirit is saying stand up for yourself. Okay, so next we have the spiritual advice from Spirit. Your card says middle world, and it says present. So what I'm taking is like, presently the choice is yours, because I'm getting this split energy. Like, some of you may stay and speak up for yourself, or some of you just may stand up for yourself by leaving and saying, I deserve better and I don't have to take this. But presently, so Spirit is saying stay present. And this is connecting me to that card that asks, how do you feel? So I feel like the advice is that Spirit really wants you to sit down and reflect on how you feel about your work situation, and take into account like what happens when you come home. How do you feel after work? Do you feel drained, or do you feel like, you know, like, because what I'm hearing is like work, you want to do something that you enjoy where it doesn't feel like work, you know, like where you enjoy what you do. So I feel like spirits ask you to sit down with yourself, be present, and really reflect, and that will help you decide whether you're going to stay or go or stand up for yourself, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Okay, pile number 4, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think of the series this month. Let me know in the comment section about this video or just the series in general. I'm really excited to get your feedback. I enjoy reading it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.